We're still going to keep that weather impact alert as we go in throughout much of the day, as a lot of us are not really going to get above freezing. That could still lead to some slick conditions as we go in throughout much of the day, in which our crews has been working hard to be able to see what is out there on the roads, as well even TxDOT has been helping to give some partial clearing on those kind of major intersections. But it doesn't mean the roads are completely clear, and I would still travel with some extreme caution, as even with some partial clearing, there could still be some black ice in some of those spots, especially considering we're seeing a little bit of fog into the region. Right now, a bit more of a haze, taking a look from our station camera. And this is just an absolutely gorgeous view. Taking a look towards Business 20, towards Minute International this morning. Doesn't feel beautiful. 5 degrees out the door. It feels like -4. That northerly wind, it's fairly light, but it will still pack a punch. It is quite humid, even though typically a dew point like this, if we're at 80 degrees, that would be extremely dry air. We'll be able to get to 13, small improvements by 10 a.m. We'll be able to get to 20 by 12 p.m. Again, it's not a whole lot of improvement, but feel just a little bit warmer. Freezing fog advisory remains in effect until about 11 a.m. for that quarter-mile visibility. That's kind of the lowest we think some of the fog should be able to get out there this morning. So make sure if you are going to be out there on the roads, give yourself a little bit of an increasing following distance, especially from the car ahead of you. Just otherwise, I would stay indoors if you necessarily don't have to be out, especially into portions of southeast New Mexico. The fog is quite dense. With the freezing fog, that could add an additional light glaze onto those roads and surfaces. So just be mindful of that, especially with those just very bitter temperatures. Still extreme cold warning for the Permian Basin, Big Country, Contra Valley. Those wind chills could be between around 4 to 9 degrees below zero. Yeah, it's still going to be quite chilly. Cold weather advisory remains in effect heading into the afternoon for our southern counties, for those wind chills to be as cold as 7 degrees above zero. So a little bit of improvement, but still rather cold. 7 into Odessa, 0 degrees in Seminole, 0 in Lamesa. Feels like -12 out there this morning. 5 into Midland, feels like -4. We're going to be around 9 degrees into the Key City, feeling like -2. 10 degrees in Millersville, 13 into Breckenridge, 8 degrees over into Jayton. Satellite and radar, for the most part, remains nice and clear. A little bit of some radar echoes, but none of that is really falling to the ground. But once we're able to see a little bit more of our visible satellite, we're really going to be able to see our snow totals across the region. Over at Midland International, we got around 2, just a little under 3 inches, around 2.8 inches. Into portions of Odessa, just a little over 2 inches. Pecos, we got around 1 inch of snow. The northern portions of southeast New Mexico, we got around 6 to 8 inches of snow. Same up and towards Lubbock, around 2.5 into near Haskell, up into Knox County, same type of deal. The Key City, we saw a range between 2 to 3 inches of snow. Up into Brownwood, we saw just a little bit over 1 inch of snow, kind of more mixed in even with some sleet. Similar story up into Snyder. They saw 3 inches of snow, but just around 1 inch of sleet. With some of that snowpack and sleet and ice out there, especially north of the I-20 corridor, where that snow was a bit more hefty, temperatures are going to really struggle to get above freezing as we go throughout much of the day. 29 into Midland as well, Lamesa, 38 into Ira Ann, 41 into Fort Davis, 24 for the Key City today, around 30 into San Angelo. Temperatures tonight, we're getting back into the single digits for some, but mostly widespread teens. Weather impact alert remains in effect. Heading into Tuesday morning, as slick conditions are still going to be likely, we should be able to see more improvements, especially with some sunshine as we head into around Tuesday, a high of 42 degrees, warming up with some increasing clouds on Thursday with a high of 50 degrees.